Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we were having a little bit of a moment of trying to go live, and I got the okay from the queen in the background that I could touch the blue button because we all know that I am typically not allowed to do that. Hey everyone, how you doing? So happy that you are here. It's Juliana, the mama of the Jewel Loom, and today I've just been having so much fun with this project. I mean, really, I've really was thinking about how do I design something that's a little more quick, not necessarily a friendship bracelet because we did do that and those are easy peasy pumpkin squeezy. You can knock those out of the park all day long. Um, but yeah, so, I was like, well, what can we do? And then I was thinking I love the look of the loopy bracelets, but they take more time, right? Because we're going six across way down for different sizes and we're looping and we're looping. And so I was like, well, what could we do that's thinner? Except for I didn't really want to use that word. And so I looked and of course, you can ask the Google what's a different word for thin, narrow, etc. And it said willowy. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's like so precious. I'm totally going to use that and to do that. So um pretty much, let's just be honest, it's half of a half of a bracelet. We can make it sound cute and all that snazzy stuff, but really just to help your mind if you're trying to process it, it's literally half of a bracelet. And so I'm really excited about it. Let me just back up a little bit. Part one, where I warped the loom, is already up. Part two is being a pain in the butthole. I am just here to tell you. We've been trying to upload part two all day long. Don't know what's wrong. It's 24 minutes long. It's not having it. I'm going to go try to hijack somebody else's Wi Fi. And part three is up. Part two, easy peasy. It's just building the base. You're going to do, well, you've already done the 4 warps in part one. You're going to add your 3 size 8 Toho beads to build the length of your bracelet. Most of us have done that 100 times. And if not, you can enjoy the friendship bracelet series, Joan. That would be a good one to share if we can't get part two up right away and somebody's never built a base. We just did that. So that would probably be a great link that you could share. Part three, I started the looping. And what I talked about was that the loops are either really tiny and tight or they're large and they're loopy. So the difference, and I'm just going to bring my loom in here to show, and I am super loving this already. I wanted to wear it tonight, but I'm not that fast. So if you take a look at the top, and I apologize, on my end, it's just kind of like going really slow. Hey, by the way, I'm back in California. I know. It's just so crazy. Back in California, back by the military base, Lord only knows what I'm up against when it comes to Wi-Fi and communication. So just bear with me. But the beginning of the project right here, you could tell it's very tight knit. I did 2 seed beads, a decorative bead, and 2 more seed beads. And I did that pretty much, I think, on the first 5 to 6 rows. And then I just came in with this big bead. Isn't that so cool? And it's like laying, let me tilt here a little bit. And it's laying on the rest of the vine like a flower. So what I did was I picked up 6 seed beads. These are 11 by the way. They're Toho 11 one big decorative flower bead, and then 6 more 11 And so I'm trying to hold this nice and steady because as far as my view goes, it is looking a little in and out of the, I don't know, Joan, is that what you're seeing? Does it look a little slow? Does it look okay? You could just give me a thumbs up if it's all okay on your end. The faces she is making right now are priceless. I don't even know if she can hear me. So moving, little blurry. Okay, okay. Sometimes what happens is after the show, it actually corrects itself. So let's just hope that's what happens. But anyway, um, okay, it's narrow. Yeah, yeah, I'm loving it narrow. So this bracelet is going to be a combination of picking up the amount of seed beads that really speak to you in your pattern. Visualize a vine. Visualize, like the bougainvillea, right? Bougainvilleas are my favorite. And when they're a vine, they're absolutely divine, right? They're climbing up the edge of something, and they're all, some of the bougainvilleas are just sprouting everywhere. They're in big bunches, and others are really tight to the branches. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to, in this collection here, find my needle. And where I left off was I had made 2 more loops. So I have the 2 seed beads, a decorative bead, and 2 more seed beads. And so what I want to do now, and I think I talked about this. I really wanted to kind of go bold. And by the way, this is the Serenity Kit. This is the Creative Soul Serenity Kit. There's still 7 of those left. Really not sure why this is blurry. Hey, Joan, what happens if you put me back up on the screen? Does it balance it out at all? I know it kind of changed when you did that. Can you put me back up with the overhead? Let's see. I don't know. I don't have a clue if that's going to help or not. All right. Well, what we're going to do is, because this dragonfly bead is pretty big, and it basically is just going to be sitting on the base of the bracelet, I'm going to pick up 2 11-ohs. Okay. And then I'm going to insert that needle into the bead, and then I'll pick up 2 more. So the dragonfly bead is basically sitting like it's flying on, let me just hold that. And then we're going to, let's see, I want to see where I want to go in. My goodness, what is the military doing? Lord only knows. So I think it's going to be this row right here. So I'm coming down a few rows. So right now, all of these rows are going to be, they're going to be empty. Let me do one thing. Let me do one thing here, because I'm not digging the iPhones. Let's just see for giggles. And Joan, can you remove the iPhone? Thank you. And can you tell me if this looks, I could just see by my fingers that this looks a little better. Does it look a little more clear? She's going to just a little. All right. Well, we'll just do this for right now, because this is going to be a short presentation, and then I'll come back up. So I'm going to take the needle, and I'm going to go, whoops, I'm going to attempt to go through. So it's a little wonky because I got to get it stabilized. There we go. Okay, so now my dragonfly is really stable, and I've got it connected. And what I want to do is, I don't want to let that go. So I'm going to sneak in here. Whoop. I'm going to sneak in here. And I just went through that first bead, and I want to get something up here to nest that in quite quickly. So let's just pick up 1, 2. I'll bring these beads in a little closer. Okay. And What haven't I used? I don't want to use a dagger. I'll put a dagger over here. Let's just do something simple so that it doesn't take away from the dragonfly. So I'm just going to pick up a little round bead and then 2 more seed beads. And we're going to go through all the way out, and this is going to be our first loop. Oh, perfect. See how that's going to nest up to that? This is going to be so incredibly cool when it's all done. All right. And now what I'm going to do is I want a dagger. I've been trying to space my daggers out. So let's grab one of these. And then we're going to grab 2 more. And we're going to go all the way out. So part 3, I highly recommend you go back and watch because it really does show you the ins and outs of the looping process. And so when you get done, oh my God, seriously, I can't wait, where am I showing it to? Tell me this is not going to be so stinking cute when it's all done. So before I go any further, because we've just got like a short period of time here together since I uploaded so much stuff today, and I apologize. I do have an appointment that I have to go to that I totally forgot. So I'm wanting to add another big one. And then where's my other, hold on. And then I'll probably make this dragonfly kind of like come up. So this is my plan, is to alternate the daggers that are in the kit, right? To build up higher loops, lower loops, and to use 3 really big beads that usually I stay away from. But this time I was like, oh no, you're mine. And so try to space it out when you're laying out your pattern so that it all makes sense, unless you don't want it to, because it makes sense however you want it. This is just what I like to do. Okay. So, whoops, let me remove these 2. And then let's see, do I have to turn? Yeah, I got to turn. And now I'm just going to put a loop. I'm going to put a loop in the middle. So I'm going to come up in between the 2nd and 3rd bead. Oops. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, Jules, what'd you do? Don't screw up the project. Oh my goodness. I think my my thread is just having a little too much fun with all of these loops. Let's see what happened. Definitely something you want to pay attention to. Don't go too fast, like yours truly over here. Okay, I see what happened. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now where am I? Okay, so am I turning? Maybe I had already turned. Where we come? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness, so funny. All right, 1, 2. I think I kind of want this one to be a little taller, so I'll do 3, 4. I'll do 4, and then let's see what kind of bead. This kit is full of so much deliciousness. I just don't even know what to do half of the time because it's like everything is so stinking pretty. I'm looking at the whites. Do I want a big white one right there? That might be kind of fun. Ooh, look at the leaf. Oh, that'd be gorgeous. Okay, wait, did I just lose a bead? Okay, somebody help me. What did I just do? Didn't I just have 4 beads on here? Oh, for goodness sakes. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. picking up a leaf, okay? And let me see. One, two, three, four. Okay, so let's go back through. My loops want to get attached to everything here. Oh, so rad. Okay, so this leaf I'm going to position, and then what I'll do is I'll come underneath here with some other. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at, because it's like the dragonfly and the leaf and everything. Isn't that sweet? Okay, I want to get in here really quick, and then I've got to get on. I got to get on the road, but I can't. Let's see, where am I at? Okay, I'm going to just come over here really quick. Okay, and I know, let's see. One. Should I do a really, look, I should do one of these. These are gorgeous. Okay, and then we'll do 1, 2. Okay. And then we're going to go back through the right side of the bead and all the way out, and then we're going to have another loop. I love watching them come together like that. Oh, that is so pretty. Let me bring it up to the camera. It's definitely going to be a conversation piece. All right, I'm going to make one more loop really quick here. And we're going to do 1, whoopsie, 1. They're bouncing all over the place. And I haven't used a copper in a hot minute, so let's use a copper. And 1, 2. Okay. So going on the right side of that bead and all the way out. Oh my gosh. So stinking cute. All right. Okay, I'm coming back up here. That's so silly. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I'm so excited about this. I love how the dragonfly is sitting on top of our base. And, you know, you can always at the end, if you were like, oh, geez, I wish I had more loops in that particular area, I have totally been known to go literally back in and sew loops after the fact. Like, you can definitely do that. Think of the base of your bracelet as a piece of material. And so you can always go back and add more. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is where we're at. I'm going to continue to work on mine. And I just want you to keep in mind that you can, if you pick up 2 seed beads and you pick up a decorative bead, and if you're haven't watched part 3 yet, a decorative bead to me means anything other than a seed bead, right? So it can be a 4 millimeter round, it could be a flower. It's a decorative bead, okay? So the less seed beads that you pick up, decorative bead, 2 seed beads, it's going to be short and tight. If you pick up 6 seed beads, a decorative bead, and 6 more seed beads, it's going to be loopy. Okay. So, all right. I am getting the timeout signal. Referee Joan is in the background there. Hopefully this helps you to get started. Again, this is all based off of the Creative Soul Serenity Kit. There's 7 kits left as before I went on air. There were 7 left. Trisha made a barrette last week. I'm working on the Willowy bracelet. I'm also going to do some earrings. I mean, you could go all day long with this kit. There is just so much. In fact, you know what? Just pull up my overhead really quick, Joan, so we can show everybody. So this is, and everything that I have used on the bracelet. Seed beads are not included in the kit. It's all decorative. So you have a strand of these gorgeous pinks. You have a bunch of big stones. In fact, there are some gemstones in here too. I don't know where I put them. They're off to the side here. Here's the others. So there's so many. And then these antique pieces, there's a button in there, just a lot of, I mean, look at it. It's just like all day long. And all of this is in the kit except for the seed beads. All right. So yes, part 1 live, part 3 live. This is part 4. Part 2 is building the base. We're trying desperately to get it uploaded. Part 5, I will take it off of the loom and I'm choosing to sew on a button clasp. That's how I'm going to end this particular project. So I hope this helps. And it is a little bit of a quickie live. But I know that you all have been consumed with, you were consumed with the baby daddy before the baby mama, right? So you got a little Neela and a little Jules. Lori, I miss you. Yes, thank you. These are delightful and delicious. Yeah. So, and I'm going to put my ring on because, like I said, I have an event to go to tonight. So I've got my ring. I have my wrap bracelet. I have a beaded bracelet, and then this is Neela silver silk around my neck, and I've got the disco kit and some little wired artistic wire, little chunky monkey wire beads. So, and my jersey hoops, even though I'm in California again. All right. Love you guys. I miss you too, honey. I'm sorry. Gotta go. And I will see you again. I'm going to try to come on this weekend and review those 30 new beads that are in the shop. And remember, when you're a Creative Soul member, you get 20% off all day, every day, when you're a Creative Soul member. All right. So if you buy the Serenity Kit, that's what's going to go down. If I haven't tagged you yet, though, your code will not work. So if that happens, just say, hey, Jules, tag me. And I will. All right. Love you guys. Love you. Love you. Thanks for your patience as I drove back across country again. But thank Jesus I got here good. So, all right. Got to go. Love you. And I will see you again, hopefully this weekend. All right. Bye. Am I ending? Are you ending, Joan?